going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. Today we're taking a look at a sneaker that I was very excited to get my hands on, and not because it's the most hyped sneaker, but because it's one of the most impactful sneakers as far as a statement that Jordan Brand is making about this shoe that I've seen in quite some time. Without further ado, let's get into it. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Air Jordan 14 Low Shocking Pink. Before we get into the shoe, let's get back to the box just for a second here because I really like the way that they did the box. This box actually reminds me of kind of a designer shoe box. If you guys go to some of those more upscale boutiques, if you guys shop at some of the higher end designer stores, their shoe boxes actually are kind of outlined in this classy black like this. This is a really nice, sexy looking box here with the black Jumpman at the top here, really giving design hints at what the shoe is gonna look like. But let's get back into the shoe. First opinions on this sneaker. It's shocking, I'll give them that. I mean, they used the right term for it. Now, the official colors on the shoe are Pink Blast and Flash Crimson, but this sneaker definitely is shocking. I believe the sneakers app described the shoe as being a shocking blur or a bubblegum blast or some kind of flowery terms like that, but still, this sneaker combines really good materials and a very interesting thought process behind where we currently are in the culture and why sometimes some arguments tend to go a little too far over to one side. Let's take a little deeper look. All right, guys, starting with the upper of the shoe here. Now, this is Air Jordan 14. We just saw this with the Aleli Mays, but the Aleli May actually gave homage to the old school Jordan 14 with the more ventilated side panels here. On this one, you got the smoother side panels like we saw with like the black toes and other 14s that came out in recent years. Now, the upper is covered in this really nappy suede here. So the suede here, I say it kind of looks like carpet, but there's different types of suedes. This one here, again, a little bit more nappy. You guys can see kind of the fibers coming off of that, but very interesting pink blast color. Now, of course, that's accented here with the Air Jordan emblem shield here on the lateral side, also with the pink Jumpman and pink accents inside of it as well. Moving down to the midsole here, you have a Flash Crimson midsole. You also have Flash Crimson teeth down on the mudguards of the shoe. Taking a top down look at the shoe here, black laces on the shoe, no extra laces for $170. You also get the Flash Crimson Jumpman on the top of the toe box as well. I love the Jordan 14. That little Jumpman right there is part of the reason why I love this shoe so much. But let's move up to the tongue. Black Air Jordan 14 tongue with that pink stitch Jordan on the front of the tongue, pink stitch Roman numeral 14 on the back of the tongue. Moving around to the heel of the shoe here, pink tire tread on the heel of this shoe, that standard trademark Jordan 14 tire tread here with that black Jordan going down the middle. Now, here's one thing I really like about these 14s is the neoprene booty in here. Very soft on the inner lining of the shoe, the sock liner and inside of the shoe here. You guys can see that black neoprene. Very dope. I love that touch here that they didn't go with something that was too abrasive because you have kind of the rougher suede on the outside of the shoe, but this really nice soft neoprene booty. So these sneakers are going to be really comfortable to wear. Even though no extra laces here, they did also give you the metal lace tips on these, black glossy metal lace tips. I'm really glad that they didn't go pink on these. Love the laces on these, very clean. Moving to the outsole, I love the outsole on these. Semi-translucent pink outsole on these mixed in with that really shiny metallic pink midfoot plate here with the black Jumpman on it. I don't know why, it just looks like futuristic to me. It looks super clean, but that outsole is money. I like that. Last but not least, pink insole on these with the black Jumpman on the heel. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the women's Air Jordan 14 Low Shocking Pink. Now, let's talk about these sneakers just a little bit here because there's a term that I hear a lot in sneakers. I hear it in a lot of rooms. I hear it in a lot of think tanks. I hear it on a lot of clubhouse rooms and Twitter spaces and things like that. And the phrase is shrink it and pink it. Now, the phrase shrink it and pink it was coined by a lot of people in the sneaker industry that over the years felt like women didn't get the ability to have very nice neutral colored sneakers that the boys were wearing. That when it came to women's, it seemed like Jordan Brand and other brands always did the same thing. They made the sneaker smaller and they threw pink all over the shoe. They called it the shrink it and pink it, and a lot of people were opposed to it and somewhat protested the fact that brands seem to always do that. And listen, Jordan Brand is not exempt from this. There are a lot of sneakers that Jordan Brand has come out with that they literally have made smaller and thrown pink on. But the thing about it is that there are some people out there, believe it or not, that like that. And the voices that have been firmly against putting pink on sneakers have grown so loud that my concern is that they started to overpower and overshadow the voices that said, well, some of the women out here still like pink on their shoes. Some women out here like the femininity that comes with these more masculine design models. The Air Jordan 14 is shaped after a Ferrari. It's shaped after a masculine, fast sports car. And so when you put these kind of softer, more feminine colors overlaid on this more masculine silhouette, is it possible that you could also be showing that the women are here to show up and can do something just as dope as the men? Because big sizes on these sneakers, good luck on those, because they sold out extremely quickly. The men wanted these, and we're starting to see that tide turn a bit these days when it comes to men wanting women's sneakers just as much as women wanting men's sneakers these days. It's a free-for-all out here. It's kind of ugly because I know I got a lot of homies that wear bigger men's sizes even though they're women, and it's hard getting their hands on these shoes. Now, I've always been an advocate of saying that we need to let the women have what's for the women. I've said that before, I'll say it again. These sneakers obviously aren't mine. They're a size 6 in women. Obviously, they're going to be given to a woman, but I don't know, guys. I mean, these are a good looking pair of shoes. So at the end of the day, sneakers like the Off-White Air Jordan 4, free game for a lot of people. Even the Ama Meniere Air Jordan 3, that was a woman's Air Jordan 3 and came in women's sizing, was encouraged for men to wear the shoes and gifted to different men from James Whitner himself. So are we reaching gender neutrality when it comes to sneakers? Another topic for another day. But what I do know is that even a big, bright pink sneaker is not exempt from men wanting to put it on their feet. Which leads me to my last point. I'm not gonna keep you guys too long, but if you got a pair of these, then you might have noticed that there was a little pink card that came inside of the box as well. And I wanna read you guys what's on the back of this card because I feel like it's pretty impactful. Jordan Brand puts on the card, our women's AJ14 low celebrates the power of pink and its influence within the fashion space. Depending on its shade, pink can be bold and shocking or subtle and soft. No matter what your stance is on pink, Jordan Brand celebrates all. Diversity of thoughts, diversity of opinion, and diversity of style. Jordan Brand heard what people were saying about they hated the fact that sneakers were shrink it and pink it, but the narrative is that pink can be anything that you want it to be. It doesn't automatically have to mean weak or soft or even subtle sometimes. It can be loud, it can be bright, and it can be just as ostentatious as the reds, blacks, and blues and greens that are put on any other sneaker these days. Salute to everybody at Jordan Brand that came up with this sneaker and was on the design team and put the work in to make this sneaker happen. This is one of my favorite releases of 2021, and the reason is because of the impact that this shoe is making when you really think into it. It's deeper than sneakers over here on Sneaker Fetish, and this right here is a prime example. But that's pretty much all that I have to say about these. Now it's time for you guys to sound off down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the Air Jordan 14 Low Shocking Pink. Were these on your must-cop list? Did you pick these up? Did you hard pass on these? Are you maybe thinking about kind of circling the block back around and picking up a pair now? Sound off down below. Let me know. Of course, right down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the women's Air Jordan 14 Low Shocking Pink. And until next time, I'm out.